I would like to provide a brief interview with Shanna McCormack, a Kansas Legal Services extern for the summer of 2019. She has also said that she wants to turn the tables and interview me, so look for that in an upcoming bonus episode.
Welcome to Tax Justice Warriors, the podcast that celebrates the work of low-income taxpayer clinics, focuses on tax controversy work, and looks at related issues in tax news. I'm your host, William Schmidt, the director of the Low-Income Taxpayer Clinic at Kansas Legal Services.
I'm here with our summer extern for 2019 at Kansas Legal Services. I'm going to let you introduce yourself and kind of talk through things.
Okay. So I just finished my second year of law school, and I go to school at Lewis & Clark in Portland, Oregon. And I'm here for the summer. I do have an externship, and I'm just trying to get experience in several areas of law before I graduate.
All right, so you worked through the summer with Kansas Legal Services in several different areas with different attorneys. What are some of the experiences you had over the summer?
So I think two of the areas that I got the most experience with were probably domestic violence issues with Lindsay and landlord-tenant law with Casey, but I've also learned some about taxes this summer as well.
What were some things that you learned or that interested you out of those areas?
I really enjoyed all three of them because I feel like you're being very helpful and solving people's problems for them, and I think at the core that's what's really fun for me, just being helpful.
In the learning that you had and some of what you were exposed to, is that changing of any of the classes that you want to take in the future or anything you want to learn?
Yeah, I definitely want to take a family law class. And then after talking with you about the different business structures and how they're taxed and hearing the basics on that, I think I want to take a business law course as well before I graduate.
Very nice. Are you thinking about more legal aid work in the future, or what kind of career are you thinking about as an attorney?
I definitely think about doing legal aid in the future. I think it's a lot of fun. So there's some hard stories and some tough situations, but I think it's really exciting and rewarding, and I like it a lot.
Okay. Anything else you want to put in about your future as a 3L or anything like that?
I think I'll probably take a couple of environmental law classes as well. I studied a lot of environmental science and policy, and I think environmental law is also pretty important. I think we need to address the environmental crisis, and I think it can be an important part of that.
Well, very good. Well, thank you for being an extern. For those of you who don't know about externships, it's like an internship, but it's for school credit at a law school. So thank you for being an extern with us at Kansas Legal Services for summer of 2019, and thank you for being on my podcast, and best wishes to you in the future.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for listening to Tax Justice Warriors. We have a Patreon page if you'd like to support this podcast. Providing monetary support for this podcast helps with expenses like equipment or travel to tax conferences. Supporting this podcast through Patreon comes with rewards, so check out our Patreon page. Please rate or review this podcast because positive reviews help get more people to know this podcast exists. The views expressed on this podcast are not official opinions of the IRS, the Low-Income Taxpayer Clinic program, or the employers of the people who spoke on this program. Your tax situation is unique, so do not take the statements on this program as tax or legal advice. Consult with your own tax professional to provide you with specific advice on your situation. Tune in next time on Tax Justice Warriors for another interesting tax discussion.